Alright, everyone, and welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, playing as the German Empire as we continue our war against the Americans. The dirty Americans. How they are tenacious bastards who do not die very easily, clearly. So, first things first, let's get into what we have in the water versus what we have at home. I also need to start designing the mine layer 2s because we are taking so many ports that we do need to have the mine layer 2s available relatively soon. We're starting to build out the Koenig 2s. Very nice. We have the Kaiser 3s that are still building. Those are going well. We have Kaiser 2s in Amsterdam. So we do need... I meant to do this off camera, but since we have Kaiser 2s in port right now, I'm going to go ahead and do an upgrade for those. I think it would be beneficial to go that route. And then the Adrane class as well. So the Adranes, I'm not going to bother upgrading the destroyers. So let's go view. I want to get some of these ships cycling through refits as soon as possible. So let's go ahead and get the 1913 refit of the Kaiser 2 going. All right, so really nice thing about these triple funnels, they're it's kind of a catch-22 with the triple funnels, is that they're great for the simple fact that you can have singular funnels, but they have a limitation in the regards that if they start taking hits, you can pretty easily disable them. So we're gonna compact the design a little bit, because the triple funnel allows us to compact the design a little bit, so we can shorten up our belt, or our citadel. My bad, not belt. But we can shorten up the citadel a little bit, get our citadel looking a little better. And then in regards to our guns, I've been playing around with this idea in my head. I'm going to keep the 13.5-inch guns, I think. Because we're up to Mark 3s. The benefits outweigh going to 14-inch. Yeah, the benefits are definitely outweigh going to 14-inch. Well, actually, hold on. If the reload speed on these were better. No, hold on. I wanna see something. All right, size-wise, they're the same as the 13.5s. 110 rounds. We're almost to... Okay, you know what? Yep, we're going to make the trade-off. So we're officially adopting the 14-inch guns on the Kaiser 2s. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Now, yes, this is going to put the Kaiser 2s in refit for a long fucking time, but that's fine. We can deal with that. Now, in regards to our secondary battery, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the secondary battery, since we do have these much better 5-inch guns now, and due to the setup of these guns, I think they'll just perform a lot better in general. We could go bigger than 5.5-inch, but in my opinion, it's just my opinion, I think the 5.5s are serving us quite well. Now, in return, we also can get turbines. We can get semi-oil. Boom, boom, boom. This increases our range quite a bit, and we can also start upgrading the speed. So let's go up to 21, 22, 23. 23 seems pretty good to us. Can we go to 24? Okay, 24. So if we can get 24 knots out of that, pretty good. Okay, so we're good on that stuff. Do we have... Okay, we do not have balanced, or whatever the hell it is. Krupp 3, because we want the best armor we can get. Citadel 2, reinforcement, okay. We could up the barbettes. Yeah, we'll up the barbettes just because those are, like, really important. But in general, I think we'll be fine. Not, here's the thing is overall, this is my opinion, making things affordable is better than making them, like, obscenely high tech. That's just my personal opinion. I know some people will tend to disagree, but that's fine. So we can also get 2 powder 1, TNT 1. This is literally like the most stable you can get. This combination is actually great for increased shells, so we can get increased shells. So now we're rolling 148 rounds per battery. It's still not great, but it's still pretty good. We could potentially go heavy shells too. Now we'll stick with the standard shells. All right, and then we just want to armor this thing up. So let's go to. Then I want these to be 5.5-inch guns. And what are we rocking here? 5.5 by 53. I want to bring these down to 50 caliber guns. Now, yes, they're going to be lacking in overall range slightly, but I'm kind of okay with that. And then these can go up as high as I can get them. If I can make them 50 calibers as well. And then these guns, yeah, we'll just keep increasing the length on these just to keep pushing them. And then these bad boys, take these up to 45s. So we still got good range across the board. Of course, the secondary turreted 5.5s are a little less so, but I like having a nice combination of secondary batteries. This gives us quite a bit of overall protection that I appreciate having. Okay, fuck torpedo. And then armor-wise. So the armor scheme, what's our max belt like on this thing? So we can get a max belt, main belt of 21. Let's go 18. And then let's go 12, 12. Okay. 5 to top it off. 3, 3. Okay, so we'll match. We'll do this. We'll take a little bit off the top. We'll match up with the guns. And then these, just get those 2. It's an 8-month refit. These ships will be down for a while, but I think it will be worth it. You know what? I'm gonna keep these up at 12. We have the extra tonnage to spare. This is gonna be massive refit. Like, basically, we're rebuilding the ship completely, so it's gonna be worth it. Now, in terms of upsizing the diameter of the guns, I'm just going to keep them at 14-inch. I think 14-inch is going to be perfectly fine. And then we're pulling in 24 knots. Let's see. We got the extra room. 25 knots. Can we get 26? Holy crap, we can get 26. 27? Oh, wow. 27 knots. You know what? I'm gonna go 26. I'm gonna be reasonable. I know. It's completely unnatural for me. I'm gonna be reasonable. I'm gonna go 26 knots because I think that's where this hull will start to kind of, we'll get diminishing returns on the hull in terms of stability and whatnot in regards to this. So What are our final stats? Okay, so we're looking at a resistance of 121. So we're looking pretty good there. Hull form of 83, stability of 78. 78 would be it would be a little better if the stability was a little better, but the closer we can get to 100, the better. That's usually the preference. Our roll is absolutely ridiculous. What is causing our roll to? Okay. Huh. What is our what's causing the roll to just be ridiculous? Is it the speed? Oh, no. The Okay, apparently the speed is actually improving the pitch and roll. Okay, interesting. Yeah, that roll is absolutely fucking ridiculous. And what it is it's the stability. So we're definitely going to be suffering from that. No, I almost forgot to do this. I'm gonna give stereoscopic a chance on these, just because the long range fire definitely is a little on the. All right, so that's in my opinion that's a pretty good overall refit for the Kaiser 2s. And this will bring the Kaiser 2s. This will keep the Kaiser 2 relevant for a good long while. She's got the protection. She's got the speed. She's not gonna be left in the dust. Versus some other potential classes. All right, cool. So that finishes that off. Let's go take a look at and mind you, that's an 8-month refit. Like that is a long-term fucking refit, but I would rather take the dive than not. And then we need to go to the Adrane class. So the Adrane class. So this is one of our 5-inch gun cruisers. So she is one of our updated designs. 23 knots. Unacceptable. We need to refit. All right, so turbines. And we need to, okay. So the updated gun models do not like the, okay. Okay, so the updated gun models do not like that. That's fine. Let's just make sure that we have good sectors of fire across the board. Yep. All right, awesome. Let's also go ahead and make sure we do that. Let's make sure we do this. I'm not going to bother with the upgraded barbettes on these because they are just cruisers. Make sure to update the torpedoes. And then we can go ahead and slap depth charges on these because these are going to be mainly with the fleet. Let's make sure to up the barbettes on these. All right, so these are 5.5 by 50 caliber. And then speed. I have a need for speed. All right, so 30 knots, too much. 29 knots, definitely comes in under what we need it to be. All right, so 29 knots. Um, it's only marginally faster than the Kaiser 2, but it's a significant speed increase over anything of its tier. So I think it's worth it. You know what? We're gonna, since we have extra tonnage to play around with, I'm gonna do the upgraded barbettes. And armor wise, there's nothing to really improve on this thing. Like, there just isn't. The belts are as big as they can get. The inner belt is as big as it can get. Like, I could up the main deck, but if this thing takes a deck hit, then it's fucked up anyways. Like, overall, there's not much else that can be done to this thing. So, honestly speaking, I think she's as good as she's gonna get. To be completely frank, I think she is as good as she can get. So this will be the refit for the Adrane. I know we're losing some smokestacks, and it's gonna hurt our engine efficiency, but we still have 29 knots at 1,300 kilometers. I think we're good. Just my personal take. Your mileage may vary. So, all right, cool. So we'll go ahead and start work on this. Do we have, we really don't have the dock space for it right now. So we'll have to wait. So one of the Kaiser 2s is repairing. 2 of the Koenigs are repairing in Yokosuka. Okay, so as soon as those repairs are finished, we should be able to queue up these ships. Okay, cool. Now, in regards to our invasion plans, I believe last time we played, I believe we started up the invasion of Western Spain, so we got that going. We also have the last invasion of Korea. This will cause the collapse of Manchuria, so hopefully we'll be able to take Manchuria from Korea. And then we don't have much else to kill in this region. More than likely, the Filipinos are going to get their independence. So we'll have that to contend with, and then we have Saigon. And I think that should be about it in this region. That should literally finish up the Pacific campaign, and then we can roll... well, the main fleet, I think... okay, yeah. Yeah, the main fleet I will go ahead and stick in port. The Bavarias will go ahead and we will dispatch out to take Saigon. Yeah. Okay, so the Bavarias will get sent down to Saigon. They'll take Saigon, and then they'll patrol Southeast Asia. The main fleet will go ahead and post up in Vladivostok, and they will go into a purely in-being directive, just full defensive basically, and then go from there. Then we have the Mediterranean. We've got the fleet here, which is augmented with the Lutzows right now. They are currently invading Egypt. Once we take northern Egypt, we'll have control of the Suez, which is going to be a big fucking deal. So that's going to be good. And then the main fleet will be tasked. The Bavarias will detach from the fleet. They will proceed to just maintain here in the Eastern Mediterranean to protect our supply lines. And then we will move the main fleet over here so we can eventually start taking southern Spain using all of our combined forces. And then we have the Stier-class cruisers, which we are going to go ahead and move out into the central Mediterranean so we can start putting some power projection there. The more we're able to protect our convoys, the better off we are. So I appreciate protecting convoys. Now, in regards to power projection here, we're absolutely trouncing the fucking Americans in the North Atlantic, so that's good. And it doesn't look like they have many assets. Like, they really don't have that many assets left. If we look, they're down to 300,000 tonnage. They have 5 battleships, 8 heavy, 8. Well, actually, we're not quite in heavy cruiser territory. So these are still technically armored cruisers. So 8 armored cruisers, 21 cruisers, and then 40 destroyers. And the destroyers are primarily going to be on the defensive anyways. Whereas we're pulling 16 battleships, 4 battle cruisers, 20 armored cruisers, 32 cruisers, 192 destroyers. The majority of those destroyers being our defensive destroyers that are a menace for their fucking trade. Like, they don't have the ability to just be like, oh, we're gonna leave our waters unprotected. You gotta have forces there because I got destroyers. They can raid your convoys. So we're absolutely trouncing them right now, and it's a great feeling. All right, so I'm gonna kick this up completely. I want to make sure we're doing good here. These guys, these 2 battle cruisers, they need a repair as well. They are definitely shot up to hell and back, so they're going back into port. And then to comment over here. So originally I was talking about potentially letting the Americans go with Panama, but if I can take Panama, I want to take Panama. So we're currently testing it. So this will be a testing run. I know, a little dangerous to do in a campaign that I'm uploading, but me and Will, or not Will, sorry, I forget who it was now. But me and another individual are gonna test it to see if my economy, which I have a ridiculous fucking economy, let's look at it, 400 billion, with a very nice population and everything, and we're looking fantastic. We're going to test to see if we can get the Panama Canal to fire with the economy that I currently have. If we can get the Panama Canal to fire in 1914, then we know, okay, this is the metric you need in order to fire the event. The Americans get the event no matter what, but other nations can get the event. That has been confirmed. It's just we don't know what the level is to get it. So if we have a ceiling to work with, at least, then we can work down from there to figure out what the minimum is for that event firing. So that's what we're going to be doing over here. So we'll take northern or southern Colombia, and then we'll take Panama, and then we'll work our way down. Actually, we'll just take, we can't take Costa Rica because we have to be in the Caribbean. And that's dangerous right now. So we'll work our way down this way and just come up and around as we do. So anyways, let's go ahead and end the turn. I know, lots of talking, 23 minutes of talking before I actually ran a turn. I apologize. I don't really apologize. You guys should know me by now. A couple enemy destroyers, sink those. Oh, shit. Fuck. Are you serious? Did we really just get that? Did we just got oil burners. Fuck. I just did these refits. And we just got oil burners. I wasn't paying attention to that. I hate myself so much. So these are getting deleted now. We'll handle those later. Fuck it. Alright, so we do have the tonnage here to take this. Very nice. We are still taking this, so we're about to take that next turn. Very, very good. It'd be great if we were taking Austria, but no, we can't do that for some fucking reason. Okay, so the Filipinos are most likely going to take this. We got 3 turns on this. We're still taking this. All right, cool. Very, very nice. We do have a problem, though, and that is our crew total. Our training is dog shit, and we definitely need extra crew. So that is a big old problem. Okay, so we've taken Southern Colombia. Let's go ahead and get prepped with the invasion of Panama. Hopefully the army actually starts working over this territory. I would love to see them do it. Like, I would love to see some forces actually moving. Unfortunately, even with 100% army logistics, the army's just unwilling to fucking do anything, apparently. It's really, really fucking annoying, to be honest. I get it. I'm pushing a million fucking tonnage, 1.1 million tonnage out into the field. I have 77% fucking power rating. I think the only reason why we're not as big as the British is because we don't have as many battleships. Why do I have 17 battleships? What's going on there? Hold on. So 3, 6, 9. Oh, because only 2 of the Danzig or 2 of the Kaiser 3s are done. Never mind. I've forgotten. Oh yeah, those 2 are building still. Whoops. Oops-a-daisy. Did I do that? Oh my god, there's 49 destroyers in the Baltic Sea. Fuck. I didn't realize that. That's funny. That's funny to look at. How the fuck are that many destroyers here? Fuck, dude. I saw it, dude. Holy shit. I didn't realize I had that many destroyers in the Baltic. Wowza. Okay. I guess that's a thing. Actually, speaking of destroyers, what's our tonnage up to? 1,400 tons. Let me look. Okay, so our last... So all of our last destroyers were 1,000 tonners. What is the potential for a new fleet destroyer? I don't know what the tonnage was that maxed out. We're still on destroyer 1, so we can get maxed out destroyer 1s at 1,500. So, which I'm curious to know what we could do with that. It'll be interesting to see. So potential for a new heavy class of destroyer for the fleet, and then we can just take our fleet destroyers and just throw them into different ports and whatnot to act as a nuisance. Okay, yeah, so that. Okay. All right, and then that's Egypt. So we officially have captured Egypt. It's very nice for us. That's intercepting more convoys. We're losing convoys every so often, but it's not like we're losing a shit ton. Panama. Let's go ahead and get Panama underway. That's fun. The enemy has moved forces into the invasion area to block me. So that will put... Okay, so the Steer class will allow us to take that. That's good. The Serbians are just killing themselves on fucking Montenegro. It's hilarious to watch. Keep doing what you're doing, dude. I guess, I would love if the army would attack you. Like, you got 2 provinces I would love to take. Like, this is the stupid part about this whole situation right here, is like Romania and Bulgaria. Like, we could invade them, but for some reason the army is just like, nope, don't want to do it. Nope, not on our agenda today. You guys can handle it. We can't fight inland like that. Figure it the fuck out, dude. That's literally what's happening right now. Okay, so Koenig 1s, we have these 2 repairing. We do have the Koenigs in Yokosuka available, so we can send them down to Saigon. So the Varanatan and Hindenburg can go down to Saigon and cause a nuisance. Filipinos, yeah, the Filipinos are going to get free. 71%, that's almost guaranteed at this point. So good job, boys. You did good. You did good. I did not notice this, but Laos, even though it's a... Huh, weird. Look at that. Laos actually has a color. Because that's a different gray or different white than everywhere else. Interesting. Laos actually has a color. That's weird. Because I don't know of any other, like, third nation that has an actual color to it. Huh. Maybe it's just the mountains, but, like, that's distinct. Like, that looks distinct. Like, that actually, like, sticks out. Weird. Weird, weird, weird. I feel so bad for the French. The French are like, we expanded our colonies, and I'm just sitting here like, oh, that's cute. That's cute. Yeah, I just kicked the shit out of the number 2 power in the world, and supplanted them completely, and took all their territories outside of the Americas. Oh wait, I'm taking the Americas too. Speaking of, we do need to get another fleet to start coming up here. We need to take this, and we need to take this. Like, if we can take all this up here real quick, that would be actually pretty nice. Just from the perspective of just cutting that off. And I'm pretty sure Alaska has oil, doesn't it? Nope, Alaska does not have oil yet. It should. And then eventually we need to take this shit. But all in due time. All in due time. Alright. And again, we got 12 turns on those, 15 turns on those. Again, we're doing the absolute, I just remembered, we're doing the absolute Mad Lad strategy of just dumping two super-sized fucking battlecruisers. Not super-sized, but two full-sized battlecruisers in the fucking Easter Isles. It's pretty fucking funny. It's like, oh, yeah, we're doing this. Oh, these assholes. Oh, they're just barely in the cap circle. Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, oh no, that's not cool. All right, awesome. Okay, we've taken northern Egypt. That's great for us, bad for them. Let's go ahead and get these guys in here. We'll go ahead and leave the Bavarias here. Actually, transfer all, then separate the forces you want to separate. So we'll separate these guys, and then we'll send these guys over here. And now, because we have control of the Suez, the Americans can't actually get in and out of here. Like, at this point in time, the American forces that are in the Mediterranean are trapped. Now, that is a problem to a degree because they have 3 battleships here, but it's not that big of a problem because I can still handle them pretty well. You know, as long as I have ammunition, of course. All right, so we're about to finish off Korea. Thank God. Korea is about to die. We can, you know, sing Kumbaya and fucking roast them all over the fire and everything. Wait, did I just... that was not an endorsement of cannibalism. Don't... Just ignore that. No Jeffrey Dahmer. No. Bad. Okay. Yeah, basically at this point in time, we're just cleaning up what forces they have left. That's all this is. Like, we're just slaughtering them across the board. We are taking losses here in the Eastern Med, but that's because they just have so much in the way of power projection. It's unfucking real. Even though it's not listing any power projection on our part here. That's weird. Oh, that's okay. That's weird. Are we in the Aegean? Oh, that spot right there. Even though it looks like that should be the Eastern Med, that's actually the Aegean. Interesting. Okay. Weird. Weird flex, but okay. Okay. So as soon as Oh wait, I don't think we're actually like full on blocking Gibraltar right now. So let's do that. Oh, our our fleet teleported. Very interesting. Our fleet fucking teleported. What the fuck? I wasn't the only one that saw that, right? Oh my god, I fucking this game sometimes. This game. Okay, we can also get another invasion going. This time we want to go ahead and do China. So that will. Wow, it's almost like we have freedom. Okay, so the heavy cruisers I want to see go to. I want them to go to Yokosuka. Our Pacific fleet took a beating. Like we've lost quite a few ships over in the Pacific, but oh, and now Manchuria is dealing with a rebellion. Sir, we've been cut off from the ocean. Rebel! But we've officially taken Korea, so that effectively, with the fall of China, that will officially tie up the Pacific theater, and then we'll get these cruisers prepped, and then the battle cruisers will also go over. Actually, the battle cruisers I'll keep in Southeast Asia. They'll provide protection for our convoys and whatnot. I think that will be a good play. And then the other heavy cruisers will send up to Alaska, start taking that territory, and then yeah, it's basically just a mop up at this point. Like we just need to start taking the little itty bitty parts. Once we can force these bastards into a fight, then we can actually fight. Honestly speaking, I think taking bits and pieces, like I definitely want to take Peru because, oil. America, fuck yeah. But I definitely want to take, like, this cluster right here. We can take this, from Panama down to Peru. We can take this. We can take this because I'm kind of feeling like a second war might be necessary for this. I don't know if, because like China is easy. We take one port, boom, or one province, boom, they're done. That quick war. The UK is going to be a little brutal. I'd rather fight the Chinese, the Americans, the Chinese, the Spanish, and the Italians first, just to knock them out. So then I can just pour my heart and soul into a war with the UK, because the French I'm not scared of. I'm not scared of the French at all. Like, they barely have a fucking fleet at this point in time. Like, if we come down here, 100,000 tons, they're building a shit ton of ships, but it's going to take them forever. And we're so friendly with them, it's unreal. Oh, wait. I was looking at the wrong one. Yeah, shit, it's going to take us forever to fucking beat down our relations with any of these guys. The Italians are definitely on the menu first, because they're the lowest. And they've got plenty of allies we can also take out. So that's probably going to be the play. Is Italy first. China's super high. China doesn't have any allies. So that's going to be a super quick war. Alright. Let's go ahead. In this turn again. Whoa! Yep, our expenses just shot up like crazy because we're way over the shipbuilding capacity. Ugh. No, I do not want an alliance with them. Why would I want to do that to myself? Honestly speaking, I think... Yeah, should I just go for broke? Should I just go for it? Oh man, it's a hard decision to make. It's a very hard decision. Okay, suspend those for right now because that should bring us back under. Yeah, that'll bring us back under. Like, honestly, in some ways, I'm thinking I should just go for broke. Like, to be completely frank, I think going for broke might be the opportune thing to do. Like, just go full hog wild. Just take over everything the Americans have. Just force them into complete devastation. Yeah, I think that might need to be the play. Like, I want to refit my ships. I want to build better ships, but I can't because death, destruction, mayhem. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. So we've got. Yeah, it's like, okay. Do I care about this? Oh my God! Look at that. The army is actually doing something. Holy shit! The army is invading Honduras because Honduras fucking matters. There's so many better targets that they could be taking, and they're fucking attacking Honduras. I fucking hate you. I hate you so much. Oh my God, you have. Wow, why did we... Oh, because a bunch of our ships are repairing. I was like, what the fuck happened there? Like, why was there such a fall in our fucking... in our naval power? Don't mind me, I'm just retarded. God damn it, dude. Oh my lord. I'm going insane over here. Don't mind me. Holy shit, the US has gone through a revolution. Oh my god. We're losing so many transports right now because they just have ships everywhere. So, what is the United States now? Alright, it's still the United States. It's still a democracy. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. Holy shit. So, I don't know what exactly happened there, but I think what happened is that it was like a soft revolution where the right-wing party gained a shit ton of fucking support as a result of the revolution, but it wasn't enough to actually flip the country. I have never seen that before. That's interesting. Okay. Okay. I see you. Alright, and we're just gonna keep moving down the coast. Have a good stand. Oh, yeah, because we're technically right here is in the Caribbean, even though it shouldn't be. Fucking retarded map thing. That was almost as bad as this. Okay, so we've taken Western Spain. Very nice. Let's go ahead and move our forces into the Med proper. And then... Alright, cool. And then we'll be able to initiate the invasion of Western Spain. Or Southern Spain, my bad. Boom. Initiate... Now, you might be wondering, why am I taking Southern Spain before I take Portugal? Portugal's... it's just as much of a beefcake, to a degree. Like, it's... Well, actually, it's... Yeah, it's basically the same, like, across the board. I'm going to need all three fleets anyway, so it doesn't really matter which way I go. I'd just rather take everything... I'd rather take everything in the Med first, just to clean up the Med. If I can force them out of the Mediterranean just from the perspective of they don't have any supplies left and their supply lines are stretched too far, then it works for me. All right. And our boys... Okay, our boys are... The Rhineland's still repairing, so we do not have our fleet to go up to Alaska just quite yet. And Canada is fighting back. Okay, first off, Canada's invading Newfoundland. That's hilarious to me. And then they're also trying to retake northern Canada. So there you go. If the Canadians can do it, fine, cool, whatever. I'll just take Alaska. But if I remember correctly, the Canadians are allied with the Italians, which is probably not a good situation for them. Let's also look at our diplomacy dipped. Interesting. Very, very interesting, eh? Oh my god, that's so much. That last 10% is just so much money. Holy shit. That is so much. Oh my lord. I can't be bothered to do that. Oh, I could probably Can I potentially do this? Nope. Alright, fuck it. I'll just keep these suspended. Fuck it. Like, the fleet, this last fleet right here with the Kaiser 3s was meant to just be a supplemental for invasions, and it's just add-on at this point in time. The Amazons are going to have to go bye-bye. These things are they're 4-inch cruisers. They're outdated at this point in time, so I'm gonna have to replace them. There's no reason to have them at this point, so we'll have to figure that out. Oh my god, I just realized how many fucking VPs we got off of taking Western Spain. Holy shit, we got like 80,000 VPs off of that. Fucking hell. Mark III 6-inch guns. That's actually really good for us, funny enough. Because what that actually does... Let's go ahead and get the ships down here into the cap zone. So what that actually does for us, funny enough, is it actually puts us in a really strong position. Do we have a modern cruiser design yet? No, we don't. Like, we just don't, unfortunately. Okay, so we have that, we have that. Cooking China is about to fall. And we can potentially, yes, we can. Let's go take Alaska. Dun 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 dun. I hear Alaska is nice at this time of year, so let's go. All right, so we just keep taking fucking land. Holy shit. How's the invasion into Honduras going? We're kicking we're kicking the absolute shit out of them. Those are atrocious casualty numbers, by the way. Like, just that's what, 4-1, 5-1. Like, that's atrocious. Oh man, poor bastards. Hopefully they invade Costa Rica, so I don't have to try to invade Costa Rica myself. That would just be icing on the cake if I didn't have to invade Costa Rica. Like, I would love the army to actually get aggressive. Like, there's so many territories that the army could be taking across the board. Like, the army should just not stop moving at this point in time, even during peacetime. There's so many unoccupied territories on our borders that we could be taking. Alright, we're taking some hits, but we're fine. Alright, we're officially taking southern China. We have taken Cochin China. That's very fucking nice. And we're moving up towards Alaska. Jesus. Okay, and now we start up the persecution of Ecuador. and then we just keep making our way down the coast. This is going to be a bit of a problem, right? Yeah. So we're going to need an actual main fleet to come over here and take this. Actually, that might be where the Danzigs come into play, because those are going to be big enough to, like, this fleet by itself will be big enough to take that province guaranteed. So that might be the play. And you might be looking at my... Don't worry about the whole fucking situation with the manpower and whatnot. Like, it's just gonna go up as it can go up. Like, I can't do anything about it. And with how veteran my crews are, it's unfucking real. Like, I can't do anything about it anyways. So I'm not even gonna worry about it. Is there anything else I can be doing? No, not really. Oh, I could be refitting ships. I just realized I'm low enough in capacity now. So in that pursuit, let's go ahead and do the Kaiser 2 again. Now that we have full oil burners and everything, or full oil boilers. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this now that we have. Actually, we're gonna do all of the Kaiser 1s and the Kaiser 2s, and then again we're gonna condense down the design as much as possible, get that citadel real nice and tight, offer as much overall protection as we can to the ship. And then, again, we're going to go ahead and swap to 14-inch guns. Boom. Then secondary guns, we'll go ahead and pop these bad boys on there. I could get absolutely retarded with this. Actually, you know what? Can I potentially do a barbette? Okay, why is it being stupid? Do I have to use this one? Okay, apparently that new barbette is just being stupid. Because if I can up the ante on my secondaries, I'm going to do it. So we will go ahead and do barbette. It's a little stupid with how that's including that. I don't like it. I do not like it, Sam. I am. I do not like green eggs and ham. Alright, so screw it. We'll just go with that. We will keep it simple. So again, we want 26. Oil. Full oil. Boom, 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 boom. Crop 3. Barbette 3. Make sure we're good on munitions. 2 powder. TNT. Increase shells. Acoustics. Stereoscopic. So we're going to put this up. We're going to change it up a little bit. Alright. These need to be 14.5s, and they need to come down. You know what, screw it, I'll just leave them as is. And then these need to come up 2 points. Alright, very nice. Again, very long refit and everything, but I think it's going to be well worth it. Let's see how far back we can get this thing. Just again, tighten up that citadel as much as possible. Just want to tighten that up as much as possible. Make that citadel as small of a target as possible. Alright, so overall, pretty good refit, and I think we're doing excellent. And we have geared turbines, so we have even better engine efficiency than we did last time. Yeah, okay, cool. So that's the Kaiser 1s, or Kaiser 2s, my bad. We'll get the Kaiser 1s out of the way, which, if we can upgrade the Kaiser 1s to 14-inch guns, I will, but I don't think we'll be able to. I think we're going to have to keep them at the... Yeah, we're going to have to... There's just no fucking way. There's no fucking way we're going to be able to do this with the Kaiser 1s. We're going to have to keep the 13.5s. Well, you know, never say never, I guess. Let's go ahead and knock that out. Get the triple funnel on there. We do have a 4-weight offset on this. Yeah, this is going to have to stay 13.5s, but that's fine. We can do that, no problem. And we can also slap on some secondary batteries. I love secondary batteries. Do you like secondary batteries? I really like secondary batteries. Oh my lord. Just more and more secondary batteries. Alright, so let's go ahead and just throw on whatever we need on... Oh my god, this thing still had Harvey armor. Holy shit. Double bottom, okay. Citadel 2. Holy crap, this thing was outdated. TNT, 2 powder. We'll go stereoscopic on them just because. Alright. I want to give these things as much bloody armor as I can. So if I can give them more armor, I'm gonna give them more armor. And these are, what's the range on these? Yeah, it's a little too far on the range for my taste. There we go. Get that fucking pitch and roll, holy shit. Holy shit. Alright, and how fucking fast can we make them? We can make them the same speed as the Kaiser 2s. Holy shit. They don't have as much armor. That's obvious. But I definitely forgot to put the better armor on the Citadel for the Kaiser 2s. Oh well, whatever. But the fact that we can get these things moving as fast. Now the question is, do we do this? These are our outdated, like these are the Gen 1s. Do we do this? That's the question. It's going to be a question I answer in the next video. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me go ahead and just wrap this up. I thank you for watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe on the video. And just a little heads up, I'm going to be reshuffling some things with the channel, getting some more stuff started up, and starting to be a little more proactive with content. So make sure to keep an eye on things, and make sure to tune in, because there's going to be more stuff coming. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll talk to you later.